Hell nah, that's what I get in sleep, maybe. Big maybe, let me say, I really appreciate it. When daddy told me, son, it's okay to be lazy. Long as you don't mind table scraps at supper time. If you good with that, then take a nap, yeah, just recline. And when it's time to shine, stay reclined. Then you wonder why you way behind, that is why.
First fish on the Angler's Advantage rod. Looks like a decent one. She's shaking pretty hard. Tell me that's not a bass. It is a bass. Uh-oh. That's out of season. That's a big bass. Bass on a pin, out of season, fishing for steelhead. Well, we're gonna gently let this guy go. Beauty Smalley. Beauty Smalley. Beauty Smalley. Well, folks, the bass are already in the river in Meaford, in the Big Head. Unbelievable. That's that. However, for the purposes of testing this rod, that was cool. The rod handles really well. We have another fish on. This rod handles just beautifully. And what is it? Another bass. So after this fish, we're gonna call her a day here. I don't want to fish for these. Not yet, anyway. Soon enough. Good to go. Bead pink worm. Look at that monster, eh? Monster. Hooked him through the top. All right. Hey guys, Tom here from Fisherman's Edge, and I've got this Angler's Advantage rod. And you know, I was out all morning with it. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's actually quite amazing rod. The only thing I do have an issue with here is, and I'll show the camera, the reel seat. I prefer these screws to be at the back. When I was holding it all morning, you know, sometimes it would slip off and my finger would be in here. It was just quite uncomfortable, to be honest. So I think that if this was switched around the other way, it would be a lot better. This is actually quite comfortable. If I move my hand back, you can kind of see here, it just sits in that crease of my hand. The cork is actually high quality cork. It's smooth, very, very comfortable and soft. I really do like all the aspects of this rod. Everything on here, all the components are Alps. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but the guides are Alps. The reel seat, the butt, and they have gone ahead and put a nickel in there. These are Canadian made, and they're very proud of that. The action on this rod was really nice. It's got a lot of backbone, and just enough whip to send out a cast, and also enough to fight a fish and make it pretty easy. I don't really have much else to say. It's a great rod. It is the Rain Shadow RX8 blank. It is a medium fast to 6 to 10 pound line. So they're great rods. I'm not going to say I'm going to be carrying them just yet because we're kind of early in the game, but I would be interested in carrying these rods. They're a great rod. And really good bang for the buck at $4.95. You really can't beat it for a custom handmade rod. And I say custom handmade lightly. They are a manufacturer. They do use the best components that you can get, in my opinion. But they are a production rod, so they are readily available. If there's anything that you wanted extra on your rod, or maybe a different color wrap, Daniel did say there's probably, I think he said, about 3-week wait period, which, you know, if you're getting a rod built anyway, you know, it's going to be quite more expensive than this. You're talking $600-700 for a custom rod, and I do understand you get everything that you've asked for in a custom rod, but honestly, best bang for the buck in this rod. I am truly happy with it. Everything went well. We did get a couple bass this morning. Unfortunately, the bass have now entered the river, but that's okay. We put them back. They lived, they breathed, and definitely wasn't the fish we were targeting. We were looking for steelhead, but it doesn't look like there's any left in the river. So we're gonna go try somewhere else. If something happens, I'll hopefully get it on film. All right, guys, thanks.